Venezuela's worst unrest for a decade shows little sign of letting up. 3 weeks into anti-government protests, more than a dozen people have been killed, either from excesses attributed to security personnel or in clashes with supporters of President Nicolas Maduro in various parts of the country. Sporadic demonstrations by students began in the Tachira region's capital of San Cristobal in angry reaction to an attempted rape. Protesters then also called on Maduro to disarm pro-government gangs and address national issues ranging from crime to shortages of basic consumer goods. Maduro has accused the opposition of bringing in mercenaries to fuel the violence. The demonstrations are the biggest challenge to the 10-month-old government which followed the death of cult status leader Hugo Chavez. The economically challenged oil-rich state has attained the unenviable record in South America of 56% inflation. Currency controls are a major contributor, with the official exchange rate for the bolivar of between 6 and 11.3 to the US dollar, but a black market rate, that is the official rate, multiplied by 12. Chavez introduced these controls years ago to limit hard currency leaving Venezuela. The result is that businesses don't have enough dollars, for instance, to pay for imports, so price increases and shortages. Maduro calls this an opposition-led economic war. Maduro invited mayors and governors to a gathering aimed at opening up communications between both sides. Accustomed to making speeches that run for hours and that are aired by the socialist state broadcasters, he made light of one notable absentee. Maduro, 51, said, "I would have liked for Capriles to attend. He wanted to speak for an hour on a national newscast. That's difficult. He'd have to win the presidency someday if he wants to speak that long." Enrique Capriles only narrowly lost last year's presidential election to Maduro. The opposition continued to urge that protests remain peaceful, but Capriles condemned the administration as abusing human rights. Capriles, 41, said, "I'm not going to a meeting with the Federal Council to help him save face. I'm not going to be like the orchestra on the Titanic. I'm not the musician. The boat is sinking, and I'm the one who's playing the music. No, sir, Nicolas, you are not going to use me." The opposition demand that the government release jailed protest leader Leopoldo Lopez, 42, who's a Harvard-educated economist, whose imprisonment has enhanced his political appeal. He's more to the right than the liberal Capriles.